I wrote this one during this, when somebody was talking, you know, and they talk so low I can't hear them. So I write instead.
Do you want to read me one right now? Because I'm
going to read that. Let me pull that one up.
because I'm filming you,
I have to get it.
but I don't know how to edit yet. But while you're looking for it, I'm going to show everybody where you live in your clothes closet. And the shadows on the wall, the beautiful shadows on the wall.
Is that
And
here
Yoshi,
or
and Yoshi asleep. And your clean bed with your teddy bears. And look who's there. Woodstock. And look who's over here, a kitty cat.
I'm going to do the Obama singing Amazing Grace poem.
Okay, so slowly we'll
Tell me
come
when
back
you're ready.
to you. Go ahead.
All right, just a second. I'm reading a poem I wrote after watching President Obama appear at the AME Emmanuel Church in Charleston, South Carolina. President Obama sings Amazing Grace. The President of the United States, June 25th, 2015, Charleston, South Carolina. He's a black preacher, eulogizes slain Reverend Clementa Pinckney, pastor, AME Emmanuel Church, also state senator. Quote, his graciousness, his smile, his reassuring baritone, his deceptive sense of humor, all qualities that helped him wear so effortlessly a heavy burden of expectation. When Clementa Pinckney entered a room, it was like the future arrived. End quote. The tragic theory of Obama's and Lincoln's speeches, catastrophic suffering, wisdom redemptive. Obama, says the killer, didn't know he was being used by God. Grieving families. See the 21-year-old on court television. They forgive. American flag flies solo from the state capitol. Confederate flag museumed. Lincoln's second inaugural. Yet, if God wills that it, parentheses, the war, continue until all the wealth piled by the bondsman's 250 years of unrequited toil shall be sunk, and until every drop of blood drawn with the lash should be paid by another drawn with the sword, it must be said the judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. The President theologizes about grace. Grace is not earned. Grace is not merited. It's not something we deserve. Rather, grace is the free and benevolent favor of God as manifested in the salvation of sinners and the bestowal of blessings. End quote. Amazing grace, he says, stands silent. Beloved hymn by John Newton, Atlantic slave ship owner and captain, later Anglican cleric, prominent in English abolitionist movement that ends the slave trade, 1807. Throughout British Empire, the Slavery Abolition Act, 1833. The President continued standing silent. Says Amazing Grace. Longer silence. Suddenly leans slightly to right. Looks that way. Sings first stanza. Amazing Grace. Hardly starts. Congregants stirring, rising, singing. Two purple-vested ministers move either side of him, sing vigorously. People on their feet, hands waving, loudly chorusing with their president. Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. He calls forth names of Mother Emmanuel's 9. Clementa Pinckney found that grace. Cynthia Hurd found that grace. Susie Jackson found that grace. Ethel Lance found that grace. DePayne Middleton Doctor found that grace. Tawanza Sanders found that grace. Daniel Simmons found that grace. Sharonda Singleton found that grace. Myra Thompson found that grace. Amen.